Okay, now I'm live. Can you guys hear me? I'm back on. I'm so sorry. All right, the internet, I was having trouble, but it's all good now. Okay, now it's working. I apologize for the live not working. It's just a little bit of technical difficulties, but now we're back on live. So I apologize for I apologize about that. But now it's working. Welcome back, Mom. No, I understand. Thank you for joining. Sorry about that. I was a little bit buffering too, but now I'm back on. So thank you. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, now I'm back. All right. All right.
majoritarian and one that wasn't. And so they divided power in a way that enabled the United States Senate, in which we have 6 year terms, staggered terms, um, more of a methodical way about going about solving the country's problems, and generally in ways that ensure that there are bipartisan majorities in which to accomplish that. So, and frankly, I mean, I think most of, I can't say speak for all my colleagues, but a lot of our colleagues believe that many of the things that Democrats want to do, and they tried to do the filibuster a couple of years ago, were all things that we don't want to have our fingerprints on. Whether that's adding D.C. and Puerto Rico as states or expanding the Supreme Court. You can go right down the laundry list of nationalizing elections. You can go right down the laundry list of things that I think there are a lot of myself and my colleagues have very concerns about the Democrats ever have that power handed to them. So it's throughout history, it's protected Republicans and conservative priorities and principles a lot more often than it's protected Democrats.
So illegals voting and the other things that are in the State of America Act do not approach an existential threat to our democracy. It's just something that can be casually dealt with.
I don't think it's being casually dealt with. We're going to have a spirited debate on the floor here, and as I said earlier, states have the authority to do this already. My state has those requirements in place. So this is a way of ensuring at the federal level that we have a requirement that if you want to vote in this country, you have to register, and you also have to have an ID to vote. But that's something that's done in fashion in 36 states already.
Possible timing on a supplemental for Iran? When did you think, because you also have to do full-time in that process?
Right, and I haven't heard with respect to timing or what the components of that might be. Senator Cotton has heard anything more specifically on that, but there is an expectation, I think, at some point that there may be a request for some additional resources, to enable them to continue to complete the mission and achieve the objectives that they've set out to achieve with Iran. But we'll be prepared to take that, and any time that the administration sends it up, we'll certainly give it due consideration. There are other elements and perhaps that might come with that, but we're not fully aware of those yet because we haven't seen anything just yet. But we will consider it due time when it comes. Thank you all.
All right, so we just heard there from leadership within the Senate on the Republican side as they are discussing the Clean America Act. As we know that test vote is set to happen at any moment. I want to take you out to this live vantage point that we do have there of the Senate floor. And so you may be wondering if you're watching this here on live now, why are we focusing on this? So we do know that this is President Donald Trump's Clean America Act, which requires states around the country to require voters to provide proof of citizenship before ultimately casting their ballots in federal elections. We do know that some U.S. states have already imposed some of these requirements. That includes up to 11 states where the voters will require photo identification requirements for the those states include Arkansas, Georgia, Indiana, Kansas, Mississippi, North Carolina, Ohio, Tennessee, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. And so the Senate was set to hold this vote. It was initially scheduled for 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. As we see, this is a test vote that has not yet gotten underway. So it will be just a critical majority, including Senator Genissiah on this vote. Others who are
Um, Trump just had a lunch in the with the other um just having lunch in the with the other people that are there as well. Basically, they're celebrating St. Patrick's Day by um eating lunch together, and specifically to say just I think the Irish Prime Minister, I believe, was over there as well with Trump, and they're having lunch together. So basically, they're there. I'm not sure if they're live now. But I did saw that they were eating lunch, and that's the way of how they were celebrating St. Patrick's Day. So, and also, forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but I think the Irish Prime Minister was there. Um, I know he was there for something. So yeah, yeah. So um, that's what was happening with Trump. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is really awesome. I think the way that they're celebrating is just to have lunch. So yeah, that is really awesome. Oh my goodness, please excuse me. I itch my eye like crazy.
we all want to cut back on where it exists. Yet CMS's unprecedented action in withholding up to $2 billion from Minnesota's Medicaid program is deeply troubling to me. Thousands of individuals within the state are at risk of losing access to essential services that the state cannot finance on its own. Your agency cut entire categories of services in Minnesota. As I understand it, it didn't target specific providers. It didn't target specific claims. Most disturbingly, there's nothing that indicates your agency put toward how those cuts would impact the public itself. So before it moved to withhold up to $2 billion from Minnesota, did CMS complete any analysis of how many seniors, children, or people with disabilities would need care if the funding was withheld?
So in fact, we did a detailed financial analysis of that through our Centers for Medicaid and CHIP services and determined that there were adequate funds in Minnesota to be able to sustain the continuity.
That's a really good question. Um,
In fact, we only withheld the
I who do I think would win an election in the year 2028?
By the department?
That's a really good question.
in the financial group, the financial management group.
I, to be honest, now nobody judge me. It's okay if you do, but I would vote for Rubio more than Vance. The reason why I say this is because I think Rubio is more, I don't know, to me, he's more focused. And he is like working like just so hard. And I think, and Rubio has been participating a lot. Um, so I would say, who would win the election in 2028? I think Rubio would win. That's a really good question. I don't know whoever judges that, but I think Marco Rubio would win the election and beat Vance, or however it goes. But I think Marco Rubio would beat Vance in the election. That would be awesome. It's so interesting if Marco Rubio and Vance like. Yeah, I'm on Marco Rubio's side. I don't know what side you guys are on. You agree? Yeah. Vance he's a nice guy. Vance, he's a nice guy. But Marco Rubio, I'm more on his side. Yeah, I'm more on Marco Rubio's side. So, who do I think would win the election? Vance or Rubio? Rubio, definitely Rubio, because I think he's more onto it. He's more and he's not just laid back. He's really like strictly onto it and focusing on what he's doing. And it seems like that he might be president, so I don't know. Really interesting. Thank you for that question. That's who do I think this generation would choose? Hopefully not Vance. I don't know. I'm guessing I want the generation to pick Rubio, so definitely Rubio. Definitely Rubio. You like Rubio too? Yeah. To be honest, I like Marco Rubio more than Vance. Vance is a good person. Don't get me wrong, he's a good guy. But Marco Rubio, I'm more of a fan of him than Vance is. Because Marco Rubio, he's been in the Republican Party for so long already. He's been in the Republican Party, and you know, um, talking about the political stuff. Do you think they'll do a great? Oh, that's a good question too. They should do a great they should do a Trump documentary movie, kind of like Melania am I saying that right? Melania. Forgive me if I'm not saying that right, but that would be a great idea. A Trump documentary movie? That would be awesome. They should do that after Melania and then Trump. He ran before, but Trump won. You said it right. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about Rubio? Oh, he ran before? That's why. Oh wow, that's why they've been to disagreements. That's why they've been fighting. But now they're together, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I didn't know that about Marco Rubio. But Trump won. That's funny. They did fought each other. Now they're agreeing with each other. Trump won. Wow. You know what? Maybe Marco Rubio could have won. I'm just playing. But for 2028, I vote for Marco Rubio. So, yeah. But yeah, for a Trump documentary movie, what do I think? That'll be awesome. After the Melania movie, documentary movie, that'll be awesome. And mom, yeah. Wow. I would be so I would you know what I would say? I'll say like Rubio. I mean Trump. Why don't you just let Rubio win? Wow, I think I might pick Rubio over maybe over Trump. I don't know. Yeah, he ran, but now he's more known. Now he's more known. Yeah, he is. Especially right now. Marco Rubio is known more now. So, yeah. And it seems like he's getting to be so known. Now it seems kind of like, okay, is he becoming president or is Vance becoming president? Because I don't know. But I want Marco Rubio to be president, okay? I want Marco Rubio to be president. That's what I want. Vance, he's good. He's good. He's okay. But Marco Rubio, definitely him. What about Trump's son, Barron? What do I think about him? Um, his son. Well, I think Trump's son is a good young man. Well, he's a young man now. Um, he's probably the same age I am. I think he was born in the same year I was born. He might be 20. He might be 20. Yeah. Because he's born the same. Maybe I might be older by like the month, but like I think he's. I think Barron is. He was. I think he was born the same year I was. I think. But Barron, oh my gosh, he's a young man now. He's probably the same age I am. Yeah. But what I think about his the son Baron, I think he's great. I also think it's interesting too, like what if Baron becomes president in the next other generation? You know what I mean? It just makes me wonder. It'll be so neat if he was like him into real estate and then like he like ran for president like Trump. That'll be so cool. Wouldn't that be cool? What if Trump's son Barron did become president? That'll be awesome. I will vote for Barron too. In that generation. I would vote for Barron. I wonder how I'm curious to wonder how he would handle things. Yeah, that would be awesome, huh? That would be awesome. I'm curious what Barron I'm curious about what Barron would do if he runs for office. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Even though he's born in my generation, so because Barron is born in 2006 and I'm born in 2006, so he's the same age I am. I would vote for Barron too. Yeah. I would vote for him too. Absolutely. I agree. I know, right? You're focusing on what's next. You're saying, well, if that happens, I'll vote for him. But yeah, I would definitely vote for Barron. Yeah, you do too. I know. I know. I knew you would think the same thing because I'm like, what would he do? Like, oh, you would vote for Barron? Oh, Soleil. Barron. Barron, the young man. Yeah, I would definitely vote for Barron if he runs for office. definitely. But as for right now, which mom, that's a really good question about Vance and Rubio. As for right now, for 2028, definitely Rubio. Oh, I hope that he becomes president. I mean, don't get me wrong, Vance is he's a good guy. But Rubio, no, he's on to it. Like he's on to the work. So I that would be really neat if Rubio ran for president. Yeah, I'm really interested. I like Baron. I mean, excuse me. I like Mark. I like Rubio a whole lot better than Vance. Yeah, I think Rubio. I think he knows he's heading. He's doing his work, and he's doing his work right now with Trump. So like, think about the things he would do if he ran. Like, oh my gosh, would it be neat though? Wait, that just I just not thought about that. Wouldn't it be so cool if Rubio was president and Trump was vice president? Wouldn't that be so cool? Wouldn't that be so cool? That would be so interesting. Be like, what? That would be so cool, right? President Rubio and Vice President Trump. That would be really cool. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Very interesting. That would be so cool. But yeah, I would definitely vote for Rubio. I like Vance too. He's good, but I am on Rubio's side. Great question. I hope this generation votes more Rubio. That's what I want. I want more Rubio. Rubio would be awesome. Yeah, I'm on Rubio's side. I think he's more focused. He's more he's more the one he's the type of person that works hard.
Everyone that I said support, we support, and that's important. So let me go through some of this by the numbers for those of you who weren't there yesterday, and tell you that I am the chairman of the State Immigration Enforcement Council. And yes, during the meeting, as part of the meeting, we looked at paths forward. And
Agreed. Yeah.
looking at paths forward,
Yeah, definitely on Rubio's side.
our infrastructure we put together and how easy it was, or not
Definitely on his side.
agencies to support.
And he's a really good Christian too. A really good Christian as well.
The governor and the various cabinet members.
So yeah,
But
he's really good.
fell a high
Marco Rubio is a good man.
that there is some
A really good man.
from what we should be doing or what the President of the United States and the governor has asked. That's just not true. It's media rhetoric. And I want to make it abundantly clear that we in Florida law enforcement
Yeah, he is a good Christian. Yeah, you can tell too, like how he carries himself. You know. Yeah, Marco Rubio. Like I can tell, and I think he that's why I'm saying I want him to run for president because just because we just am seeing him appear. But what if he ran for president? Like dig deeper to what he will actually do. Like that's what I'm saying. I like he's such a good Christian. I want to know deeper into what he would really want to do.
But when it comes to immigration, one size doesn't fit all. And that's why the State Immigration Enforcement Council was
Yeah, he would be an outstanding president. He would.
We're a think tank. We're subject matter
He would be an outstanding president.
for chiefs of police. And the
Yeah.
purpose for us is to provide input, to do research
Outstanding.
for the Enforcement Immigration Board, and to send it to them. It's not to make decisions for them. It's not to direct them, but it's simply to provide.
Yeah, Marco Rubio, he's outstanding.
On the ground doing the job every day. That's why they put 4 police chiefs and 4 sheriffs on the board, because we deal with the local issues at eye level, face to face. And our decision makers in Tallahassee and in Washington don't have that opportunity. And our job is simply to provide feedback. And that's what we did yesterday and what we'll continue to do. But I want you to know clearly, one of the quotes was that, one of Governor DeSantis' favorite sheriffs, Greg Judd, has split from his view. That's not true. I want to tell you clearly and unequivocally, from the time Governor DeSantis attacked the COVID issue, which was very difficult, to the illegal immigration issue, crime is at an all-time low. Florida's never been as safe as it had ever, as safe as it is right now, despite an influx of people moving here. It is the safe state of Florida as well as the free state of Florida. Governor DeSantis, in my estimation, is the best governor we've had, and he's my friend. But that doesn't mean that.
Oh, I know. I know. If Melania would run for president, I know. That would be so cool too. But she is not born here, and I know that sucks. That sucks, right? Well, I mean, some weirdos can't run for president, but you know what I mean. Like her, people like her. Maybe they can give her a chance. I'm just playing. Like no, just give her a chance. I know it says that in the law, but I mean, it depends what kind of person they are that can come here, right? But yeah, Melania, she would be amazing to run for president. Her too. Oh, and to think that she would be the first female president, that would be amazing too. That would be amazing. Yeah, that would be so cool. Yeah, that would be amazing. I wish she would become president. I know she is not from here, but but oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. We could change the law. They can, which I'm not sure if they do, but I would vote for Melania too. 100% vote for her all the way. All the way. She's like the best first lady than all of the other first ladies that I know of. She's the best first lady. I love Melania. She's the best.
When we started down this path, we didn't do, and we're not doing at this agency, anything different today than we did during the Biden administration, the last Trump administration, or the last Obama administration. Nothing. We're simply doing.
Yeah, she is like an America's queen, right? I know, right? Like after the movie she made, like she's a queen, so don't mess with her. I know. She is like America's queen, 100%. She is the queen of America. She's an amazing woman. I love her. Yeah, I love her. I love Melania. The best first lady ever.
Depending on whose data you want to look at, there's between 10 and 18 million illegal aliens in this country. Listen, folks, and this is where our conversation tipped over. All of this is Congress's responsibility to sort out. And what we suggested yesterday, there needs to be a path forward for those that are in this country. They came here illegally. They violated the federal law, but it's a civil violation. Currently, they have no criminal history. They're not committing crime. They're employed.
Oh, I haven't seen. Speaking about Melania, um, I would love to see that movie. We should watch the movie. And if anybody's new here, check out Melania's movie. I would like to see that with my family as well. I would love to check out her movie. I already know she's gonna be great, like awesome in that movie. So, guys, all of you, um, and the ones who are not my family, the ones who are new here, um, go check out her movie. Like she's amazing. She's also an actress. Um, she's the first lady. Like that's why like my family and I we're like, well, she can do all that, become president. That's why we love her. Yeah, for sure this weekend. Yes, if we can. Yes, yeah. She's a model too. I can tell. I can tell she's a model. Oh my gosh, you can definitely tell. She's a model too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's an amazing model. Well, my mom is too as well. Yeah, we're into modeling too. So we in this family, we definitely understand, right? We definitely understand the modeling industry. But she's an amazing model too. Yeah, I know. She's an amazing model. Yep, don't forget that. Never forgetting that. Models, the diva. But yeah, oh my goodness. It's true. Best model ever. But yeah, she's a model too. I can tell. But yeah, this weekend super excited. If we can anyway to check out that movie. Can't wait. It's going to be so cool. As much time as we can. But yeah, that movie. I can already tell that's going to be a great movie. Oh, thank you for Soleil. Thank you, Soleil, for the hearts and the love. Thank you. So beautiful. I know you're here. Yes. Hello. Hello. I can see Mom in the chat. I can see Soleil in the chat. We are in progress. And if, like I said, if anybody wants to join debate, let me know. I love you too, Soleil. Love you. Love you so much. Mm. Love you too. I love you both so much. Just writing things down right now. I love you too, Mom. Love you so much. Mwah. Love you too. Love you too, Mom. You're doing phenomenal feat. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. She's phenomenal. It's impossible. She never forgets. Oh my gosh. Feature. Feature. The thing, what has anybody realized? The Trump fans, like, why does he do this? Like the hands, he goes like this. Like, what's this? That's hilarious. And have you guys ever seen like a Trump dance, the YMCA dance? That's hilarious. I wonder how Melania feels about that. Like, honey, like, why you're dancing like that? Trump, you are the heart of God, Miss G. Why you think, Mr. President? Soleil. Yeah, that is so funny. We all of us Trump fans, we know the YMCA dance, right? I mean, you don't want to, you like, it's not like nobody have seen his dance. Actually, when did he ever start that dance? That wasn't when he first ran for president, was it? That's only when he ran for second, right? I have to look that up. I'm not sure if he made that dance in his second term or his both of his terms. I'm not sure. The YM knew it was his second. Okay. No, that makes sense because I'm like, I remember being a little girl and remember him run for first president. I didn't see any well, I saw him and Hillary, but I didn't see his dance. But yeah, you're right. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, it has to be his second, not his first. Thanks, Mom. That makes total sense. Oh yeah, here oh yeah, here we are in the YMCA. The YMCA. That's a really good song. It's really catchy. Really catchy. He was more laid back in himself this time around. Yeah. And also, I think he's getting a little older now. I remember when he first ran for president, he was a lot younger. And he would, talk a lot. You remember that? When he first ran for president, he was younger. But yeah, he's more laid back. More laid back, a laid back person. I apologize, you guys. That was somebody driving. Sorry if that was loud. I don't know what that was. That was really weird, but I apologize, you guys. That was loud. Somebody was driving. But yeah, Trump he is more laid back. He is more laid back. Oh, thank you, Soleil. Thank you about the understanding for the noise. Thank you. And yeah, also what you said, God is working in Trump a lot. I will pray for Trump. I pray for him, his safety, and especially well, both of them especially. Doesn't matter, but pray for Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, and whoever, and pray for Marco Rubio. Pray for his safety too. I know that Marco Rubio, he might become president, but as he's doing his work, protect everybody. I pray they don't get assassinated. I pray that they don't get into any harm for either Marco Rubio, Vance, Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu. Um, I pray that they are safe, all of them. Marco Rubio, Vance, Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, all of them, and all that agree to vote for them. Pray for the people that vote for them too. Like it's crazy. They're even attacking like each other that vote for him. Like I don't even know you, dude. Like oh my gosh. He was. I think now he's more himself and humbled from all what that happened during his run, especially when he was shot before. Yeah, I I think that got into him too. Like, and he almost got shot, which I'm so glad that he didn't get shot. But also about that, and then what happened with Charlie Kirk, which was sad. I wish that he is still alive, but he's in heaven now. But yeah, I think that's why Trump is like that because been all through all that and the runs he's been in, and also like him being missing that shot was great for him not to get for him not to suffer. Like that was dangerous. Security was up since then. I know, and everybody's like, well, I don't know what's going on. Like we have security. Like we have security. Um, I think especially today we're the ones that are supposed to have a lot of security, right? I think we should have more security. I know back then they did have security. But I think especially now, like come on, like you wait until something happens and if a person sees and the security doesn't see it at all, like that's you should do your job more. I'm just playing, but so I don't get me wrong. Some of the security, they're good. They work hard, but also the security should really pay attention because some people get it than the security that are not security. Yeah, it was crazy. The thing that that it was an inside job from the Democrat side. You know what? That's nuts too. Like that's just and the thing about that is like why does the Democrat side um fight about it more than the Republican side? Nobody's talking about that. You're right, Mom. I know it's crazy. God bless Erica Kirk. God bless Charlie Kirk's whole family. Yes. God bless Erica Kirk. I think she's going through a lot. Um which is kind of funny. I don't think you guys know this, but Charlie Kirk when he was alive in 2025, not is still not long ago. Charlie Kirk was talking about something Zeruska that I think she got stabbed or something. And Charlie Kirk was talking about, please forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but Zeruska that was stabbed. She was Ukrainian. Charlie Kirk was talking about her, but now when Charlie Kirk passed, now I think it's Zeruska or her family now. Did you see that when she was with Erica Kirk? That was either her, I'm not sure if it's her or her family. Charlie Kirk was literally talking about her, then he passed. Isn't that interesting? Like I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like Charlie Kirk was talking about her, and then he passed. And then now she's with Erica. That's crazy. I know. I found that out. I saw it. You can look it up um, on social media. And I can show you guys on my phone that he was talking about Zeruska. Zeruska, if I'm saying it, please, I apologize if I'm saying her name wrong. But Zeruska, Ukrainian woman that was stabbed or harmed by some crazy person because she is Ukrainian and they harmed her. And Charlie Kirk was talking about her, and now he passed away, and now she's with Erica. I don't think Charlie Kirk met her. I don't think Charlie Kirk met her at all, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, look into that video. You guys can watch that. It's on social media. I found it on TikTok. Yeah, I know that hits hard. And I don't think Erica knew that her I don't think Erica, she might have known her, but she might have not. I don't know if they know each other when she was harmed, when the Zeruska got harmed. But like after when he talked about her, he passed away. So yeah. Yeah, that does hit hard. I apologize, you guys. It's the same. I think that might have been the same driver. I'm sorry. That hits hard. It does hit hard. They should be ashamed of what they have done. God knows all. It is wrong. They should be ashamed. They will be forgiven, yes, but they should stop all this nonsense. Harming a Ukrainian person? That's crazy. Crazy. That's absolutely sad. And I could tell that she's in a lot of pain. Zeruska, I think, Ukrainian woman. Like, and I think she's hurt from that. Like, I think, pray for Zeruska too. Like, that's crazy. Just because I think she's Ukrainian, I think she is. I apologize if I'm wrong, but like they harmed her just because of that. Yes, God has a lot of mercy. He does. He does. God forgives them, but they have to also be reminded of like, hey, like make sure you don't do that. But once you stop, you'll be forgiven. You'll be forgiven. But that's crazy. Actually, I can show you guys. I can show you guys about what Charlie Kirk said about her. I'll show you. Hold on, give me a second. Give me. Her mom was at the address that Trump did recently. Her mom? Wait, did her daughter die? Was her daughter harmed? I don't know about that. What did they harm the mom or did they harm the daughter? Yeah, the Ukrainians are celebrating on the streets in America how they are free from you. Yeah, I know. What? It's the daughter? Wow. So the daughter is in heaven now. Wow. Is she wait, is she alive or is she, you know what? Is she alive? Please forgive me. I don't know if she's alive or not. So that's why I'm asking. Is she still alive? The daughter? I hope. Oh wow. I did not know that. What? Charlie Kirk was just speaking about her and now he died. That's crazy. Now he's in heaven with her. That's crazy. Wow, I did not know that. Thank you for saying that, Mom. I did not. Wow. Now they're both in heaven together. But when she died, Charlie Kirk was alive talking about her, and now he died. That's crazy. Here, I'll show you the video. Hold on. I can show you. Hold on. That's crazy. I did not know that she died. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. But I'll show you a video of Charlie Kirk talking about her, which he died, but I'll show you. Hold on. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that recurrent. Oh my gosh. Thank you for telling me that, Mom. Thank you for saying that. Hold on. That's horrible. So this, oh my gosh. Yeah, mom, that makes sense. Yeah, the Ukrainian war. Yes, I know. Let me see if I can find it. So this is Charlie Kirk. Let me know if.
Okay, everybody, you've probably heard the situation that happened in North Carolina. Say the name Irina Zarutska.
So that's Charlie Kirk talking about Zruska. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on for a second. It's kind of blurry. Let me turn off the light first. Okay. It's hard to see like this. Give me here, let me dim it. Hold on. I'll show you. You see if you can see it. You can see a little bit.
And she came to Charlotte, North Carolina. And a terrible person. Well, you saw what happened. I can't describe it here on TikTok.
That's Charlie Kirk.
Some sort of community guideline being violated. But if you haven't seen the video, you absolutely should. This individual should not have been on the streets. 14 prior arrests, and it really makes you wonder.
Okay, thank you, Mom.
Why are we allowing so many people that have committed these crimes to keep on being released?
He's talking about her.
The magistrate judge continued to release this individual, and this is a horrific thing. You know, it's really interesting. The media was totally covering George Floyd, tens of thousands of articles, reconfigured and changed the entire American body politic. And when it came to Irina Zarutska, the entire media was quiet, silent. In fact, we forced them to cover the story. Why do you think that is? What was the difference between George Floyd and Irina Zarutska? Why did the left care so much about George Floyd, and they couldn't care less about Irina Zarutska? What could the difference be? I wonder. Would love for you guys to leave some comments. Okay, everybody.
So that's his video. Basically, he's saying, Charlie Kirk was saying, why are we not talking about this Ukrainian girl? And we have all thoughts about George Floyd. So we think about, why are the liberals, the Democrats, focusing on George Floyd more than the Ukrainian girl? That's crazy. That was Charlie Kirk. That's what he was talking about.
The situation that happened.
And he was saying, why are we talking about George Floyd than about the Ukrainian girl? So we're just going to act like nothing happened? That's what Charlie Kirk was saying. But yeah, so that's the video. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, so what, they covered up the story about the darling girl, but not the man that's dead. Yeah. So basically, what Charlie Kirk said in the video, I don't know if you guys heard it. If you guys didn't hear it, I can show it to you again. But what Charlie Kirk was saying is that they're talking about what happened to George Floyd more about the Ukrainian girl that died. The Democrats didn't talk nothing about supporting the Ukrainian girl. All they supported was this black man, George Floyd, that was killed. That was it. So they weren't talking nothing about the Ukrainian girl at all. At all. Isn't that crazy? That's what Charlie Kirk was talking about. But now, but that happened then. And now Charlie Kirk passed away, and he's in heaven. The Ukrainian girl and Charlie Kirk is in heaven. But now Erica is with the girl that when she was, when she was murdered. Now Erica Kirk is with the mom. Isn't that interesting? That blew my mind. He tried to hide a bag of drugs. What? And that's what they're supporting. And yeah, Mom, they don't want to bring that up. They don't want to bring that up. They don't want to say that George Floyd, was hiding drugs. Why? Because they don't want to say the truth. They don't want to say the truth. Exactly. Point that out. Point him hiding drugs. Why are you hiding drugs? Oh, well, you got killed. What was he doing? What was he doing exactly that he got killed from? What? It's the drugs. And the fact that the Democrats did not say nothing about it, that's wrong. But you don't want to talk about the Ukrainian girl that was murdered. Nuts. Crazy, isn't it? Oh, well, he wasn't drunk. He was drunk. I mean, excuse me, not drunk, but he was involved into drugs. And they support George Floyd and the Ukrainian girl. They don't want to talk about him hiding drugs. Thank you so much, Mom. That's a great word to put on there because people got to know that. People got to know that. The things he's been doing. Well, George Floyd died. Okay. It's not like he was murdered. And he was and George Floyd was into drugs. Hello, you want to talk about that? No, you don't want to talk about that because it's the truth. Oh, well, he didn't die by drugs. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did. And it's not the same situation. Don't try to change the same subject about the Ukrainian girl. The Ukrainian girl is way different. Different topic. You know what I'm talking about. So stop bringing the George Floyd crap. That's crap to me. I apologize for being strong and violent. That's crap. And what if he did? Hopefully he's not in hell for what he did to those drugs. It's crazy. The Ukrainian girl was some... Exactly. The Ukrainian girl is more important. Exactly. You're right. You're welcome. Yes. Exactly. See, all they try to do is lie to create more hate. Yep, they're creating more hate. And now they're even creating so much hate that are even making hate about Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk already knew what was going on. He already knew what was going on. Yeah, that's right. They're trying to create more hate. Because that's all they do. I'm done with that crap. Please excuse me for my words, but it's the truth. It's crap to me. It's not right. Talk about the Ukrainian girl. I mean, excuse me. Talk about they rather talk about George Floyd more than the poor Ukrainian girl that was murdered. Just because she's Ukrainian. We didn't murder George Floyd because he's black. First of all, he wasn't murdered. And second of all, he was involved into drugs. And then third of all, the Ukrainian girl is important because she's trying to get away with her mother from Ukraine, I believe. And they murder her because she's Ukrainian. Why? Well, now you don't want to support her because she's Ukrainian? It's crazy. I know, that is sad. Charlie Kirk was an amazing... He was. Charlie Kirk was young. He was young. He wasn't even... Like, it's like he just started from being 28 and now heading to his 30s. Charlie Kirk was really young. And his kids are babies. I pray that Charlie Kirk's kids, and his wife, I hope that their kids can go forward in whatever the Lord has for them. But that's sad. I know. It's sad for about what happened about Charlie Kirk. So sad. That's right. Charlie Kirk has left a huge legacy for the next generation. That's right. It's really interesting. I've seen Charlie Kirk when he was alive. I haven't contacted him at all, but I have watched Charlie Kirk when he was alive in 2025. I was 19 years old when he was alive, and I've watched. I didn't watch him, but I saw like this one video about him But then when I knew that Charlie Kirk was murdered, I was like, oh my gosh. But then they were confused about Charlie Kirk, whether he was just uh, injured, or either injured, or if he's like murdered, or when he died. But that's right, Mom. He left his legacy for the next generation. That's right. That's right. Charlie Kirk is now in heaven, and he will forever be remembered. Guns cannot silence the voice of God and his people. That's right. And that's what the enemy wants. That's what he wants, right? The enemy wants to use people with guns to stop the voice of God. But guess what? Satan cannot do that. He tries to. Satan is not smart. You guys, and all of you guys, Mom and my family, I know you guys already know, not you guys, but whoever who's new here and who is joining, remember, Satan is not smart. He's not smart. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't. But he uses people and he uses people and he tricks the minds of people. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. The enemy does not know what he's doing, even though he's doing it. Isn't that dumb? So remember, anyone here, Satan is not smart. He's absolutely dumb. He's an evil person, and he is not. He is not smart at all. So remember that. He doesn't know what he's doing. And if he thinks he's doing it, no. God knows every person. Be a part of God's family. God is the truth in the way and then life, and loves his children. That's right, Soleil. Thank you for that word. That's 100% right. That's 100% right. Thank you, Soleil, for that word. That's right. But yeah, I'm done with the George Floyd stuff. Now today, they got nothing else to talk about. And now they're like trying to be against Charlie Kirk and his legacy. What for? You're going to talk about George Floyd? How can you want to talk about George Floyd and not about Charlie Kirk? It's happening right now. Like, hello. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Who cares about what happened to George Floyd? He was an evil man, okay? That could have done the right thing, messed up, and now he died. That's it. But it's a little girl. Exactly. And that's the evil part about the Democratic Party. It's a little girl, but they care about a 58-year-old man that was attacked by the police because of the drugs. So what? They rather care for a 58-year-old man than a little girl? That's crazy. Yeah, right. It's a little girl. It's nuts. Bonkers. What the heck? They talking about supporting little kids. They ain't supporting little kids. What about the Ukrainian girl? That's right. Oh no, they'll know. They'll know. If America doesn't stop, this place will be horrible. That's what I'm saying. But mostly, in my opinion, not just the Democratic people, but mostly it is the Democratic people in the way, It's crazy. You either care about the older 58-year-old or, however old he is, an older man. He's a grown man. George Floyd he was a grown man. And when I mean grown man, not young, he's up there, probably in his 50s. And they care about the George Floyd than the Ukrainian girl. Excuse me? What? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, then there would be a downfall. Exactly. Yeah, and there still will be a downfall too as well. I know. Exactly. They know that. Don't worry, they know that. And that's what Charlie Kirk tried to stop. Charlie Kirk knew America would fall down because of the Democratic agenda that the Democrats had used the agenda that's wrong. The Democrats have this agenda that's wrong. They could have gotten another different thing. They could have gotten something else that's, I don't know, like use the Bible or something, but instead the Democrats decides to use this agenda to support the gay community and to be who they are. It's crazy, and that's what Charlie Kirk tried to stop. But unfortunately, the Democrats still don't understand. It sucks. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you understand my point of view. I know. That's right, Soleil. I know. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Crazy. It's ridiculous. I thought America's supposed to be united with God. But then they stopped that. And that's wrong. Yes, Soleil. Absolutely. And you know what? The thing about George Floyd, absolutely stupid. Absolutely ridiculous. And the Democrats are saying, like, oh, and you know about when Erica Kirk was there, when Trump was going to give out his word. They had the nerve, the Democrats, try to act like they support Charlie Kirk when his assassination. No, you don't. Don't clap. Don't stand up. They stood up for Charlie Kirk, but not for Zaruska, the Ukrainian girl that was murdered. Are you nuts? Are you crazy? They stood up for Charlie Kirk, which is good. But I know they faking it. They didn't stood up for a Ukrainian girl. Nuts. Which side are you on? Stand up or not? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. This is said in the Bible. That's right. Thank you, Soleil, for that amazing word. Good job. Yes. This is for the people of God. Right. But so let's get into the George Floyd thing, which I think it's good talking about it. Charlie Kirk already knew about George Floyd. Charlie Kirk already knew about George Floyd. So the thing is, Charlie Kirk is realizing, hey, so you're supporting George Floyd, but not the Ukrainian girl? That's nuts. So you just care about George Floyd, this older man that swallowed the drugs that which by the way, they don't want to talk about that, which he did. And the Ukrainian girl was murdered. Murdered. She didn't hurt herself. She was murdered. They treated the Ukrainian girl wrong. And they should never have done that. We should have support. We should make protesters for this Ukrainian girl, not George Floyd. They already knew the problem. Which makes me wonder, Maybe you should make a protesting thing about George. Not George Floyd. The Ukrainian girl. We should protest about her, not him. Mom said that the real racism was against the girl, not George. Exactly. It's a flip. And the Democratic Party is they use everything. They use every single thing. You know, the Democratic Party, it's an excuse. It's a race against her. They're using this older man that's up in age instead of using the Ukrainian girl and support for her, protesting for her. Protest for her. They don't want to support her race, but you want to still call it, you want to bring that back, the black race? Like, what? Stop. It's done. It's over with. That was harmed on her. Talk about her race. Talk about how Ukrainians had been treated wrong. Yeah, and Mom is right. She's right saying that. And they're still doing that. Even to Charlie Kirk. And he's not black. I don't care what race Charlie Kirk is. They even treated him wrong too. So what are you gonna say? You're treating Charlie Kirk wrong because he's white? It sure sounds like it. It's nuts. Yeah, I know he stole drugs. I know, you're right. And that's crazy. That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. And he was a criminal? I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, support criminals. Yeah. They're bringing up the race on purpose. It's not about the race. They're using that on purpose. Yeah, he did die from overdose. Yeah, it's a fake. It's fake. And they use that and they protest. Oh, he was killed because he's black. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? What? It's nuts. He didn't die because of the police, and the police weren't all white, by the way. It's stupid. And yeah, he did die from an overdose. They don't want to bring that up. It's crazy. They don't want to bring that up. It's nuts. But what? Now the Democrats are talking about Charlie Kirk. What are you doing? That's crazy. So, do you like white people too? Sounds like you don't. I thought you supported black and all these racism. Now you're racist being with Charlie Kirk. Are you crazy? Like, are you harming him because he's white? Which he's not just white, by the way. Like, it's all stupid. They're bringing up races, and some of the races they're not even are. You don't even know their full race, by the way. The thing that they treated Charlie Kirk and the Ukrainian girl, oh, it blows my mind off. Which makes me want to make a protest about it. Which, thank you so much for bringing these up. Because now I might write something about it and do something about it. I might talk about it in my in the organization. It's crazy. Nobody's saying none of this. The only person that has said this was people like us and Charlie Kirk and Trump and the rest of the people like us. They get these stupid, please excuse me of this word, but it's the truth. And matter of fact, no. And we're not doing that stuff either. Don't say this, don't say that. No, I'm going to speak the truth. It's stupid, okay? It's stupid. It is. I'm not going to be afraid to tell the truth and say if it's not. It's crazy. Like what? You want me to support the man? I mean, you want me to say that the girl that was murdered, you want me to stop supporting her? No, I'm going to stand up and speak the truth. I don't like this stuff today. I'm just saying, oh, don't say that. It would hurt the person. But she was murdered. Thank you very much. No, I can say whatever I want to say. I can speak the truth. But you get to say whatever you want to say. Absolutely crazy. Whatever you want to say, but I can't say nothing. I thought this was America. I thought it was freedom here. Unfortunately, it's not. It's crazy. Racism should be banned. This little girl's blood is on the man's hands. That's right. And I tell you what, they better get that man. They better get that man. They got the man, right? Oh, they better. If they did not, I'm going to be protesting on it then. If they let that man go, even if he was arrested, we should protest about her. He should not be let go out of prison. They have tried to say bad things about Charlie is because it was all satanic. The devil was trying to silence Charlie, yet though Charlie died, it caused a huge revival among the young generation. It did. It did. It did. And we all seen it. We all seen it. Remember, Mom, you know this. I don't want you to. I didn't mean to point you out like that, but which I'm not, by the way. Sorry about that. But I want to say, I remember when he got shot, and I got up and I said to my family, I was like, "He's dead." And some people were confused, either he was injured or not. Some people were like, "No, he's still alive," but he finished his course. He's in heaven, and he did a good job. Unfortunately, Democrats want freedom for themselves, but they want to control and harm those who don't agree with them. That's right. Are you even American? I thought, what the heck? And now they're bringing up, oh, well, what about the Mexicans? What about the Spanish? I don't care. As long as you come here right. That's all we want. It's that simple. It's that simple. Come here in a right way, and then you live here. But we shouldn't be making this stuff up. We shouldn't be fighting over this. But the Democrats, you're right, Mom. They're bringing up stuff that it's not even. Can we stop with this? We shouldn't even bring up the gender stuff. Like, hello, we've been taught about this, about being a female or a male since we were born. I'll use my parents as an example. My mom, Ben, and my father taught me I'm whoever God made me, I'm a woman. It's crazy. Unfortunately, you don't have good parents like I do to treat you right. Instead of being, you can be whoever you want to be. No, you be what God made you. And yes, be nice. I'm not saying that, you can't accept you, but what they're saying is different. They're saying you can be whatever gender that you're not created to be. That's what they're saying. They're bringing out gay stuff too. Like, we shouldn't have been arguing about this. It's crazy. And that's why God used Charlie Kirk and now other people like me to speak up, which I am, by the way, because I'm tired of hearing this. I don't want babies being born like my baby sister is being born here. And I don't want my little sister to be raised in crap. Now it's hard for even my mother to put shows for my baby sister to watch. And it's stressing them out. It's hard for my mom to find good shows for my baby sister. Why? Because she doesn't want her to hear that crap. It's crap. She doesn't want my mom doesn't want my baby sister to watch crap. And my mom was trying hard. Hard. How do you think that feels to be as a mother? How do you think that feels? My mom takes all that stuff away, especially for my baby sister. Why? She does not want to be blind and be tricked by Satan to control that. That's why. It's demonic. No, my mom's like, nope. I'm done with this crap. Like, geez, can my daughter at least watch a good show other than the Charlie Kirk books? It's hard. You're right, Celia. Thank you for that word. Yeah, Mom, I know. Yeah, he's in heaven. Yes. Democracy is supposed to give us all a voice to express ourselves and to live in freedom. That's right, Mom. Yes. Soleil, you can't silence God's children. God has come forth, and this was just an encouragement for the Christians and younger generation. That's right, Soleil. That's right, Mom. Right. You are what God made you at birth. Whatever equipment, whatever they were born with is what they are. That's right. LOL. I know. It's hard to be, especially, and I'm not even a mom, and I know what moms go through. Like, moms like my mom, by the way. My mom, you should have seen She when my mom sees crap, you know when my mom sees crap? When my mom shows a show to my baby sister, she's like, "What the hell is going on?" And I wish more parents were like my parents. She's like, "Oh my gosh, like we need more shows for my daughter. What about helping mothers? What about helping kids, babies? That's even destroying the mom's way of trying to get to be friends with other young little girls. Unfortunately, it's hard right now. Goodness. And if I have to have proof, well, I have lots of proof. I'm not a mom, but I do have one, and I have an understanding of it. And I have a father too, so I know both sides. And as of gay, I don't have to take you back to school. Right. We're relearning to be like, do I have to take you back to school? Exactly, Soleil. Exactly, mom, LOL. Right, it's craziness. I make sure there are only good things coming into her. But that's what we need, right? Parents need that. Now we're losing like those things for parents. Christian parents anyway. It's crazy. I know, mom, I bet it's hard. Well, it's not hard for you in the name of Jesus. It's not. But we're trying. We're trying. And Azaria, and excuse me, I didn't mean to bring her name out. I'll just say my baby sister, by the way. Sorry about, I didn't mean to bring any of the personal business. But I'm trying to bring up an example because it's true for a mom and for a parent that's trying to grow her child in the right way. And at least watch a good show to enjoy, to at least have a memory to be a kid. Can we not be kids anymore? We have to have memorizations. I'm tired of that. Right, it's craziness. I make sure. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, mom. I know. Right, mom and Miss. Right, mom and Miss G. The puts stress on the parents. I know, so exactly. That brings more stress for the parents. More stress. It is. Oh, you're not sure? Okay, go. I'll ask my dad. Ask my mom. I'm pretty sure they're not stressed. I'm pretty sure they're probably not stressed because they're with God. Yes, but it's still wrong. Of course they're stressed. What do you think? Like heck, I'm even stressed now for at least. I want my baby sister to be able to watch a show too. Even the siblings are stressed. And do you think me as an older daughter, you think I want that for her? I'm a great example for her to be a woman because she's a woman. I mean, she's a little girl. One day she will be, but that's the point. We are examples for her to be grown as a woman and have, and not just because being a woman. Okay, she's a woman. Yes, we'll teach her that. But she's a baby right now. Let her have memories of her childhood. Let her have memories. She's a baby. Let her play with blocks. Let her play with the dirt at least. Play with insects. Something. Take it to a playground at least. At least let your baby touch the dirt. Jeez. My goodness. Sorry for being loud. I'm sorry for being loud, but it's the truth. Like, oh my gosh. Right. Yeah, mom, I see you. Exactly. Exactly, Soleil. I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it all started at Adam and Eve. Hello. I mean, we have the scripture. It all started in Adam and Eve and Sodom and Gomorrah. That's right. I know, let them be kids. Exactly. Now kids Can't kid. So it's like kids supposed to be having memories anymore? Like for example, like I use what's my childhood memory? I'm still young in a sense, but I'm not a kid. So what's my example? Let me see. Um, like the storybook. The it's something about, I forget what book it was, but it was at school and my mom read a book about some kind of tree. About it's I forget what it was, but it was about a tree and its coconuts. But we should read about that, not about I wasn't 4 years old and mom never in her life, which she never does. A parent not allow her to read a book about a gay child at 4 years old? 4? Are you nuts? What? They don't even kids should not even be into politics that age. And even my mother would be like, sweetheart, you're 4, just go play with blocks. Not politics. She shouldn't be known to politics. She shouldn't even be. No. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. Let them be kids, exactly. That's not love if you try to change your child's gender. Exactly. I love you. Why you want me to change my gender? Uh you really love me? Because it seems like you. Can I be a tree? Can I be a cat? Can I be a table? Hello? Insects? Can I be the dirt? Can I be the dirt? I identify as a country. What? It's crazy. Am I born cat? Do I have a long tail? Do I have ears? Do I have whiskers? I know. Now they identify as animals. What? What in the world is going on? Are we even in America right now? Are we even in this earth right now? Oh my gosh, I agree. I would never. Exactly. You you know what I would do if I had a baby? You know what I would do? I would either move, take her with me, and make my own blocks with her. She needs to be if I had a daughter or if I had a son, right? I would rather let my son play with their toys. I should even tell them how my views are. I should even tell them the political views I choose. That's my baby. And when he grows up, then, he choose whatever he choose. That's fine. But the point is, if I'm a mom, do I care about my son for his needs? That's the problem. What if I what if I said I identify as a billionaire? Would Big City have to give me? Right. Is anything real anymore? Unfortunately, yeah, you do. Well, you do. You still do. But in that sense, I know what you're saying. Can we trade ourselves like money? Right. That's right, Mom. That's hilarious. Barbie didn't mean you can't be anything. She meant you choosing jobs. Oh, that's funny, Soleil. But yeah, Mom, that's right. Hello, I'm so happy to be a billionaire. And that's crazy. We need to speak this up. This needs to be spoken more because that's what's happening right now. We need to get that done. It's like 1950s, 2000. Like, what the heck? It's like 1950s, but 2000s about trading genders. What the heck is going on? Don't we been through this already? I choose to be identified as a tiger who can fly. Yeah, do tigers fly? Is the grass blue and the sky green? Exactly, Mom. I choose to be identified as a tiger who can fly. Ah, that's hilarious, Mom. It seems like they are. That's what they're doing. Like, we already have a cat. Does that make us cats? No. I mean, look at yourself. Do you have a tail? What world am I living in? Exactly. What are we living in? I know the Lord. I just couldn't come back soon because exactly. What world are we living in? But I'm glad that the Lord at least used somebody like Charlie Kirk and us young generation, and even the older generation, like my parents and my family. God's God knows what's going on. That's why He sent those people there, because we need in this earth. We need to fix things right now. We need to be our identities in Christ, right? It is. You know what? Hey, Genissiah, what is your identity? What do you identify as? I identify as believing in God. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's not what I identify. I thought you said we can identify as being anything. I thought you said we should be identified as being anything. That's hilarious, Mom. I mean, hey, Mom, that makes sense because it seems like you can be identified as anybody, so I can be in Christ. Thank you. It's hilarious. Imagination and the world's way of thinking are totally different things. Exactly, Soleil. Exactly, Mom. Exactly. I mean, we should. I mean, why can't we choose? Amen, Mom and Miss G. Thank you, Soleil. Exactly. Thank you too, Mom. Exactly. Like, what? We need more. We need more real men and women, and we want our babies, our young boys, and our young women, our young little girls, and our young little boys. They should be treated and to be and to always be reminded of that they're important, and you shouldn't change your gender because God made you who He made you to be. It's not bad being a man. It's not bad being a woman, as long as you do what's right in the Lord. That's it. That's simple. That's simple. It's better to understand. You don't even know who the heck you are. You don't even know who the heck you are. Are you the United States flag? No. My goodness. My schools and stuff. And that's why I have to speak up. I'm done. I'm done. And I'm pretty sure everybody is too. My goodness. My gosh. Oh, quote, I don't think so. That's hilarious. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, that's hilarious, Mom. Yeah, use Elastigirl for example. I was playing, but yeah. Heck, we have to use everything to at least describe what we are trying to say. Oh my goodness, it's the truth though, and I would like to go in public and bring out debates and talk about it. It needs to be spoken of. Why? Because of what's going on. You know why. You know exactly why. Nothing's going on. It is. You're making kids think. These kids at the age of 4, 3, and they don't know who they are. Excuse me. First of all, tell them who they are by God's hands, and let them be kids. Because if a child cannot have fun and remember the memories of being a kid, that's not healthy. And that's what brings more depression. That's what has to stop too. That's not healthy for the kids. It's not. Let them have fun. Play with insects. Let them have fun. Play. Make friends. Oh my gosh. So that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm good. I'm good. I've seen enough. That's not right with me. Okay. I'm good. That's funny. So, and if anybody asks me this question, why do I believe that this is right? You know what? My mom will be uh the Lord will what's the word to how do I say it? The Lord will reward for what my parents had done for me when I was 4 years old or younger. To let us know that it's wrong to be something that you're not, because God created to be a man or a woman. And guess what? I'm a woman. I can't control who God controls it. That's how it works. I don't know why that's confusing. That's right, Mom. That's actually abusive to force a child. And the fact that too, let's bring that up. Why we're forcing it on kids, forcing it on a baby, and on teenagers too. And yeah, but a baby? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. A baby? Heck no. You know what I would do? I would say no. Your mom, your parents need help. They do. They need help. Force out a child? Excuse me? Okay, can I be a race that I'm not? I'm mixed, by the way, but can I say I'm not mixed? Can I can't do that. And I would never in my life force my baby to be force it. And I'm a mom. What? I'm a mom and I forced that on my child? I should get some, that's dangerous. What? That's actually abuse to force. It's a form of mental manipulation. It is for a form of mental manipulation and abuse. That's right. Keep speaking the truth, Mom. That's right. And nobody go wild, because my family's on it. But whoever has a disagreement, we can debate on that. But I disagree with that. That's the truth. Yeah, exactly, Soleil. Exactly, Mom. Yeah, amen. I know. Amen. We need to stop this because there's more babies being born each year, each day. And you think these babies want to at least know who they are and be into childhood? I am the oldest daughter, and I have sisters. I even have a baby sister. Would you like me to use myself as an example to at least be a woman to them, especially for my youngest, and to at least let her have fun in life in her childhood and grow to know that she's a woman? Or would you like me to use an example to be something I'm not? What? Then you would think, Genissiah, there's something wrong. Right? It's crazy. Right, for who they are. I will take that child myself. I don't care if if I haven't experienced being the mother. I don't care. I have a heart of a mother. I can take that child by myself and raise that poor baby to be who he or she is. a son or a daughter. I don't care as long as you don't force that on them, especially forcing people. Oh my goodness, for who they are, who they are. Exactly, Soleil. Exactly, Mom. I know. Exactly. Um, and speaking about babies involved being forced into the gay agenda, let's talk about abortion. Um, let's see. Uh, well, there's. I'm trying to find a way to say it differently. There's different ways. Would you? Would you? Would you? Right, Mom already knows. Don't get me started. You already know. Exactly. But hold on, just wait. So, this is just utter selfishness. Exactly. It's completely wrong. That's right, Mom. I know. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. Hold on. So, would you rather completely wrong, Mom? I agree. It's complete. That's right. Yes. It's a sin to innocent blood. Which I'm good. I'm getting on that. I'm right on that already. I'm getting to it. So, amen, Mom. That's right. Killing innocent blood on a baby. But hold on. I'll get into that. I'll talk more about that after I say this. So, would you rather? And death on animals, death on people, period, is wrong. But let me bring this up. Is a if a kitten, would you rather? Would you rather murdering people, murdering, death on anything? It's wrong. Don't get me mixed up. But on a life, on a person, a human being is more valuable, is more precious than the life of an animal. Yes, you should also protect animals. I'm not saying you should murder them. I'm not trying to be dark on that. That's not true. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm getting deeper into this. Now, first, listen to the first topic, what I'm saying. Being a human, saving the life of a human being, I'm heading towards abortion. Let me get there. That's right, Mom. That's right. Yes. That's right, Soleil. That's right. I'm heading there. That's right. Would you rather save the life? If a baby is drowning, a human baby drowning in the water, when you see a kitten drowning in the water, which one you will say? Who will you pick to save first? The baby drowning in the water, or the kitten drowning in the water? Who would you say first? The baby or the kitten? If you say a kitten, there's something wrong. The baby's life is more valuable and more precious. The baby, that's right. The baby's life is more important. I will save the baby from drowning than the kitten. I don't understand that. I had these people some of these people had said, well, we should save the baby. I use a puppy for example. We should save the baby pup than the human being of the baby. I'm like, what? What? Excuse me? Because it's different, because a human being's life is more precious. Our lives are more, let me say it in a better way, we have more respect. We should lead, we lead the things in this world. God's use us, the baby, that's right. I would save the baby first from drowning. I would risk my life to save the baby than a kitten. Now, if I didn't see if the baby is not drowning at all, if a baby is not drowning in the water, now if I see a kitten walk in the water, oh, it's drowning, oh, I'll just pick it up. Oh my gosh, it's a kitten. But I would never. It's not like holding a baby to me. You know what holding a baby to me is? You know what it's like to hold a baby? Which my parents know for sure, because I was a baby once. All of us were. But Holding a baby is more precious. Its life is more precious in this world because God uses these babies to grow and to finish their purpose. See, these people are lovers of themselves. They have been taught. That's wrong. The baby's innocent to kill. That's right. Would you rather let a person to murder? Like, would you let, like, I use that for, that's right, Mom. That's right. That's right. Amen. Exactly. I would never in my life, kill or abort a baby. Because you know what would happen if a person did? That's on your hands. Yes, you'll be forgiven. But you shouldn't do that at all. Excuse me. You shouldn't do that at all. You're killing the blood. It's blood on your hands. It's precious life. It's blood on your hands. And if you ever kill a baby, that's murder. That is pure murder. That is killing the life of a person, of a baby. And oh my gosh, when it's so hard to, one of those abortion documentaries to where they say, but the right documentaries to where they say abortion is wrong, it's even hard enough to me to even look at it. Even looking at that, it's murder in my eyes. It's like murdering just by the look of it. I can't do that. And I will never will in my life, but it's crazy. I would never. I would never. All right, I'll use my mom as an example. What if my mom aborted me? What if my mom aborted me? Would I be talking to you guys right now? Huh? What if my mom was aborted? What if we all were aborted? What if we all were aborted? We can't be here because we've been aborted. We've been murdered. Would you like that to be on your hands? That's blood on your hands. It's not like it's not like aborting an animal. Are we doing abortion for animals? Like, all of this on humans. That's right, Silly. That's right. That's right, Mom. That's right. It's innocent blood. It's innocent blood. It's innocent blood. Innocent blood. Excuse me. That's right. What Mom said was right. They're killing the next generation. That's why we're standing up. That's absolutely right. And oh, I can't wait to say this in public outside. You are absolutely right, Mom. Absolutely right. Killing the next generation and ending the generation. We wouldn't be human beings no more. Can we stop? So we're what if human beings are stopped being born on this earth? It would get there. Don't stop me on this. My mom's 100% right. You're absolutely right, Mom. Please excuse me. I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I wasn't feeling like this before. That's weird. But that's 100% right. 100% right, Mom. Exactly. But the population, that's right, Soleil. Exactly. Exactly. That's right, Mom. That's right, Soleil. It's the truth. But oh my goodness, even me hearing a baby cry, that is pressure on my heart already enough. Just hearing a baby cry, that's enough for me. That's enough. That should be enough for you, right? Just by the baby crying? Wouldn't you feel that? I feel that. And I don't care if you're a mom or not. I'm not a mom, but I sure have a mother's heart. And I can understand the baby crying. I can't do that. Oh, thank you, Soleil. By the stripes of Christ Jesus, you're healed. Thank you, Soleil. Thank you. Um, I think it's just something like, I don't know. I'm fine though. Thank you, Soleil. I received that. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I can't either. I can't understand hearing a baby cry. Even if it's just crying for no reason. That should bring you emotion, right? That should make you feel emotion for the baby. That's what love is. That's what love is. You have feelings for the heart of the baby. It's normal that you cry for the baby. That means your heart is right. Even if it's not something sad. I hear a baby, even if a baby laughs, I cry because it's the baby. It's valuable, it's precious. Even if a baby laughs, it makes me cry in a good way because I have a tender heart. My heart is not hard. I had times where I even was crying when I was spending time with my baby sister because my heart is tender and I felt that love from my baby sister. Why? Cuz they're babies. That's normal when you have a kid. That's normal when you become a mom or a father. That's normal to cry for your baby. It's normal. It's a good thing to have emotion. We need emotions. It's like you don't have emotion if you murder a baby. It's so sad. It's so sad that they've been murdering these babies. I was probably 10 years old or even younger, maybe 8 or 9 when I saw the bodies of babies. That destroyed my heart. The bodies of the arms ripped, the bodies of the heads pulled, the bodies of the legs ripped out, the arms, the head, the arms. So sad. An image of it. I would never. I could never in my life. You have no feeling if you're in your heart if you ever feel to abort your baby. And I don't even have a baby. And I feel these things. That's because my heart is right before God. That's right, Soleil. That's right. Thank you for that word. Humanity will grow cold without Jesus. That's right. And no, let me bring this up. You just gave an idea. Even Christians who say they are believed to abort babies as a Christian, that's crazy. You're not a Christian. You should never, ever, ever abort a baby. Even if you call yourself a Christian, you're a Christian and you abort your baby? What? It's the truth. There's Christians that even abort babies too. They don't want to talk about that. I found that out. It's nuts. If you are a Christian and you abort your baby, you murder your baby as a Christian, you're murdering. You're not even a Christian, you're murder. It's blood on your hands. Get these crazy thoughts in your mind. Whatever you have to fix it before the Lord. Fix it with the Lord. Because that's murder. 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 And some of these Christians say it's okay to abort a child. Get out of here. Are you crazy? That's absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. It's the truth. And whoever is surprised at people saying that they're Christian but they aborted a baby as a Christian, I'm not saying when they weren't a Christian. I'm saying when they are a Christian, when they're a Christian, when they say they're a Christian but they abort a baby. If you're surprised that you heard that, yes, that's the truth. They murder the baby. That's not, you're not a Christian if you agree with stuff like that. It's crazy for you to think that way. If you think a Christian can be allowed to abort a baby, you are not a Christian if you believe in aborting a baby, murdering a baby. It's sad. And you should cry about it. You should have feelings about it because it's wrong. It needs to be stopped. And it's not the same thing for like killing an animal. Don't go there with me. It's not the same thing. Aborting a baby and murdering a child, a baby, especially if it's born, it's not the same thing as killing an animal. Killing anything is wrong, but we're talking about specifically aborting a baby. It is not the same as an animal. Don't bring that stuff up to me. But yeah, it's sad. And that abortion stuff, that abortion stuff needs to be stopped.
U.S. military perhaps could hold a foreign island hostage. Perhaps we have some dueling land masses here on the world stage.
But that's what I want to say about abortion is that it's wrong. If you ever have a question to say, what is your opinion about abortion? It's wrong. It's wrong. It's murder. It needs to be stopped. That's what I think about abortion. Abortion is wrong. That's what I have to say about abortion. It's wrong. You rather go have fun and be on partying and instead of spending time with God, making a family, instead of messing it up and having a kid, then abort it. You messed up your life. You can't do that. I don't care how young you are. I don't care how old you are. It doesn't matter. Don't do it. You should never in your life should abort or murder your baby. At all. I don't care if you hadn't planned it. Don't abort it. Don't murder it. And there's some Christians that have a right heart like us. They're real Christians. They said abortion is wrong because it's murder. And they're right. It is murder and it's wrong. And it needs to be stopped. Abortion needs to be stopped. Charlie Kirk was even talking about it. Charlie Kirk said there's blood on your hands. You're killing an innocent baby. Are you serious? Charlie Kirk hated that. He hated that. You'd rather have lots of, sexual relationships than having a baby. And then abort it. It's all fun and games when you have this, when you have that. But when the baby comes, it gets serious. No. Hello, Destiny. Welcome in. This world needs Jesus for real. That's right. Love you, Destiny. Glad 4 people are joining now. Wow. I'm glad that you're here, Destiny. Welcome in.
your group. We always appreciate it.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Mike, thanks for having me.
Everybody's welcome. I'm sorry about how I said it is the truth. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm saying that, you know, when some specific topic, especially in God's way, abortion is murder. Welcome in, Destiny. Love you. Welcome in. So glad that you're here. Um, Destiny, just to let you know, I make debates on here, which you already know that, but I'm just telling you. I work here live. Even though if I'm not talking about anything, I'm waiting for debates, or I'm just working on live. Um, that's just what I do. Welcome in here, Destiny. Welcome. Glad for you to spend hours of time with us. Welcome in. Love you so much. Welcome. Yes, always supporting you, always too. Thank you for your support, Destiny. Thank you, Mom, Soleil, Destiny, and everybody else in here. Thank you for supporting. Or if you have a disagreement with me, let me know. We can talk about it and we can get it done. Yes, thank you, Destiny. Thank you, Soleil. Thank you, Mom. And everybody else who is in support. If you don't, that's okay. If you're here for debates, let me know. Let's get this over with. Let's get it done. I will also be in person instead of live virtually. I do both. I will be in public, in person, and also virtually too. But if you don't hear me talk about anything, that means I'm just working while I'm live. Doing live is a part of my job, and that's what I do. I spread the word of God to the people, and I speak politics of either it's right or wrong. Abortion is wrong. Um, those that say that being gay is okay, it's wrong, it's a sin. That's the views that I have, and I think I pick God's views. I'm also a Republican as well, so I both have Republican views too, but mostly I have God's views.
Was the only Republican nay. Hillary did not vote. So right now the debate is underway.
But yeah, so that's what I do.
My office here in Washington, D.C., you'll see.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Fairly quickly, I'm an avid outdoorsman.
Yes. That's right, Mom. Never will. Never apologize for standing up for what's right. Yes.
As many know, Montana has some of the very best outdoor recreation.
My views are mostly God and Republican, but mostly God. And unfortunately, the Democratic Party doesn't have God in their system. That's what I believe. That's what I think. Great to see you, Destiny. Great to see you. So happy to see you. So happy. So happy to see you. Very happy. Great to see you. Very happy to see you. Very happy.
To go fishing, you need a license. And to get a license, you need a valid ID. Now, nobody has a problem with this when it comes to American.
But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, abortion. So abortion is wrong. I've also talked about deciding that gay is wrong. Gay is wrong. I was talking about I was saying that gay was wrong, and I was saying that abortion is wrong. Abortion is not the same. Excuse me. Saving the life of a human is more important than saving the life of an animal. Now, if you don't see, unless you don't see a human being drowning, If everybody's safe, everybody's okay, and you see that an animal needs help, of course you can help the animal. That's not what I'm saying. But like I said, when you pick a human being over the animal, then that's wrong. The life of a human being is way important than an animal. Thank you, Salif. Oh, thank you. Yes, Rose is here. Destiny Rose. Can't wait for her to join. I'm excited for all of you, for my family to join here, and and the other ones who are not my family. You can become one. Join in. You can support me, and thank you for supporting me as well. Those who are not my related to me. And like I said again, if you have a disagreement, you don't like what I'm saying, let me know, and we can debate. I can't say that what I'm saying is wrong, but I will let you know that we can debate and comment and talk about it. But I won't like bash you down without like love. But I will speak the truth over it.
Which makes it easier to illegally register to vote. That's why you have proof of citizenship. That's why the Save America Act is so important. Requiring a photo ID is basic. It's common sense. It's not controversial.
Welcome in, Destiny. Welcome in. Very happy to have you here, Destiny. Please excuse me for drinking my water. Sorry about that. I don't want to eat on here and be busy working. So I'm sorry about that. But so we were talking about Charlie Kirk. We were talking about please I apologize if I said her name wrong. Zeruska, the Ukrainian girl. We were talking about Charlie Kirk. We were talking about the Ukrainian girl Zeruska. We were talking about Erica. We were talking about George Floyd, which don't get me started on him. We were talking about abortion, and that's what we were talking about. And I disagree on the evil things about abortion and of what they did to that poor Ukrainian girl, Charlie Kirk. And don't get me started. I do not care about George Floyd. Don't be and anybody on here. Don't be surprised. George Floyd is not important. The only thing that he has to worry about is his soul. Either he respected, if he loved God, if he went to heaven, or if God gave him a couple of chances and now he wasted his time. I will not and never support what he did because that was wrong. Okay? That was wrong. Yes, Mom, you were 100% right. That was wrong. Like, and if anybody's like, what? You don't support George Floyd? Yeah, I don't. I don't. Because I don't. Let me ask you a question about Zeruska. Zeruska. Or, I'm not sure if that's the mother's name, or if that's her daughter's name, but you want to talk about her? I should be like this. What, you don't want to talk about her? I should, because you haven't support her. Or Charlie Kirk. All you really support this grown man that swallowed a bunch of drugs and died. He will be fine. And wherever he's at, hopefully he's in heaven. That's what he did on himself. Nothing like that. It's not big like that. But yeah, abortion is wrong. George Floyd was wrong. All of it's wrong. Gotta speak for what's right. Right. Exactly, Mom. Exactly. I am also planning to, I'm not sure if this is the right word. I'm also planning to protest about those things, which thank you, mom and my whole family for bringing those topics up. It needs to be spoken. We need to speak about that. So I would like to bring a protest about it. I will also make a in-person protest, and we'll talk about that later. I'm going to get that done too. Love all of you and my family. Absolutely amazing. Thanks, mom. I see you. I see you. I see all of you. But yeah, these kind of stuff, it needs to be stopped. Like, come on. If a kid should be known for be, if a kid should be reminded, I mean, not reminded. If a kid is forced to be gay, why can't we talk about this stuff? What's going on? It needs to be. We need to talk about this. You're forcing it on the kid instead of letting him or the baby boy or the baby girl to at least play into dirt and be messy and have fun in their lives. And you're just pushing this agenda on them without letting them go and be a kid. Exactly my point. Aw, thank you, Mom. I love all of you too. I love all of you. I love all of you. Thank you. Sorry about keep saying your name. I don't want you to be pointed out in all this audience. I'm not trying to be out of your comfort zone. So I keep saying mom just to say I love you, but I didn't mean to bring you out of this audience like that. But I love you too. I love you too so much, all of you. I love you too so much.
Honest elections require lawful voters, lawful ballots, and lawful verification. And then there's the question
Yeah.
of mail voting.
Oh, okay, Mom. You are bold. Love you for being in here. Love you for being in here. Now, don't get me started if when I start my protest in person, you're even bigger than in the comments. In person, you'll be like, I'm right here. We can bring up a fist. I'm playing. Yes, you are bold. Very bold. Yes. Okay. You don't mind. Okay, good. I'm glad. That's good. I love saying your name. You're always my mom. Forever will be.
The people could trust what they were seeing. That is not cruelty. That is not oppression. That is what Republican government looks like. Now, of course, those who are unable to vote in person should be held. Military should be held. Individuals with disabilities should be held. Those who are sick should be held. Caregivers with real burdens should be held. Those with genuine, qualifying hardships should be held. But accommodation should remain the exception, not the organizing principle of the whole system.
But yeah, all of that's wrong. We need to talk about it. We need to. What else should we
Legitimacy, public confidence, and trust. Not so long ago, Democrats shared these values.
It's 100% wrong. And it's a shame to see these people who are Democrats, and most of these murderers, some murderers are not just Democrat, but most of these murderers, like I'll bring up Charlie Kirk for an example, are Democrats. Excuse me, hold on, I have to pick up my charger. I'll be right back.
That is what Title I is trying to restore.
And you get these some of these people that say, well, most of them is Republican. I can show you right now that most of these murderers are because of what happened to the people. And the cause of that is because we get these crazy Democrats that support murderers, that support illegal immigrants, that even the illegal immigrants murder.
Did not merely challenge one rule here or there, they challenge the very idea that we can get serious rules,
Which is crazy.
deter fraud, preserve order, and sustain public confidence in the vote.
Letting these people go
The safeguards that
hasn't even learned a lesson.
came from the principle
Okay, thank you, Soleil, for letting me know.
must be governed by
Okay.
they came from the simple proposition that the people
Thank you for letting me know that, Soleil. Thank you.
the ballot, but to trust the system by which ballots are cast, handled, counted, and certified. And Missouri won. We defended the truth that election law is the framework by which free people govern itself. Election law isn't the arcane inconvenience to be brushed aside whenever the left sees a tactical advantage. We defended the proposition that deadlines matter because finality matters. We defended ballot security because legitimacy matters. We defended verification requirements because public trust matters. We defended the authority of the people acting through their laws to insist that elections be honest, orderly, and worthy of confidence, and Missouri won. That fight has taught me something I've never forgotten. The fight over election integrity is about more than mechanics or procedure. Rather, it's about whether we still have the moral confidence to defend the elementary conditions of self-government. Because once every safeguard is treated as suspect, once every verification measure is denounced as oppression, once every effort to secure the ballot is caricatured as hostility to democracy, what is really under attack is the public's faith that elections are fair, lawful, and real. So when I speak today about voter ID, proof of citizenship, and limits on mass mail voting, I do so from experience. I've fought these battles before. I've seen the pressure campaign to dissolve the rules that protect the vote. I've seen how quickly common sense is denounced when it stands in the way of ideological ambition. I've seen when the public officials are willing to stand firm, and when you do that, you can win.
Hey, I see you, Mom. Welcome back. You're back. She's back. Welcome back, Mom. I see you. I see you, Mom. Welcome back. I'm glad you're back. Mom's back in the building. Sorry about that. She's in the building. Let's play. But yeah, yes, you are. You're in the building. Let's play. um, Glad to see you back, Mom. Glad to see you. But yeah, the abortion, the George Floyd situation, it's all crazy. And don't get me started about talking about letting these murderers go. Why are we letting the murderers go? Like, that's crazy. The fact that we're not taught in this in school, it's not right. Instead, we put the gay agenda and all this, whatever the democratic evil part that they had in this agenda is wrong. Yeah, that it is crazy. You're right. You're right, Mom. I know. Um, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree, yes. And I also want to bring this up too. Um, well, you know what? I'll talk about this later. I'll talk about it later. It's something about Tucker. I believe Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. I'll talk about them later. I'll talk about them later, but there's even some people that are famous and they get all of the money that they have and they're famous and they get known for, and then they have this so much money that they're talking wrong about the Jewish people. They're talking about God wrong. They're talking bad about God. They're talking bad about the Jewish people. They're talking bad about other families that they didn't do anything wrong. It's wrong. So I'll talk about that later. But Tucker, I will say something about Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. Yeah, they do need help bad. You're right, Mom. You're right. Both of them. And hopefully nobody else that are good, they turn that way now like them. I mean, come on. Like, come on. We need to speak about this. I'll talk about them. Don't get me started, but I mean, let's talk about them. You get these crazy people that support about what happened to Charlie Kirk. And now, Candace Owens is like, I don't want to be long into this. I'll talk about it later, but I'll talk about it in my posts. But Candace Owens just bashing Erica, just being disrespectful to Erica after Charlie Kirk passed. Disrespectful, bashing the wife, Charlie Kirk's wife. Putting these fake lies, stories. What the heck is going on with her? She's just spitting these words out. And then you get these crazy people that support her. Oh my gosh. And don't get me started about her being against the Jews. Don't get me started about her being against the Jews, the Jewish people. And Tucker Carlson, oh my gosh, I have lots of words to say. We'll get to them. We'll talk about them. But we'll talk about them. We'll get through with them. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about them. I do want to say, pray for Erica. She's going through a lot right now with Candace, especially, and and with her husband. Pray for Erica Kirk. Pray for her. And she's like alone with like the beautiful kids she has. Well, she's not alone, but pray for her. Pray for her and pray for her kids too. Right. How can you say you love Jesus but hate his people? Then you're not with Jesus. Exactly. Jesus was a Jew. Mom, they know. Candace knows. She's doing it for the money. She's like an AI robot. She's like an AI robot spitting these words out. I don't know where she's getting this from. She's like, and she doesn't, you know how I have emotion? You know how I have emotion? Use my hands, talk, show emotion. She's just like, what? Are you even talking right? And Tucker Carlson, I don't know what happened with him. Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson had met Charlie Kirk, talked with him in person. Maybe and maybe Charlie Kirk knew. He probably did. Probably wasn't surprised either. But don't get me started of Candace Owens bashing Erica. I would never. I would like to come up myself and be on debate with her talking about Erica. I have lots of words to say. Lots of them. Oh, don't get me started. Millions of words to say. Yeah, he did fire Candace Owens. That's right. He knew. He knew. But oh my gosh. Candace Owens. What if that are you serious? But don't worry, we'll get to them. We'll talk about them later. We'll get to them. Yeah, exactly. Charlie Kirk fired Candace Owens because he knew. He knew. Right. He wanted to protect his family. Yes, he did post about it. He he did. I saw a post about it. I will talk with you about it later, but Candace. Exactly. Yeah. Let me know, Mom. Let me know. I didn't Yeah, let me know. Let me know. And matter of fact, I wouldn't mind debating her. I wouldn't mind debating her. I love her with the love of God, but you ain't gonna do that. Oh, I can love you all right. I respect you with God. It doesn't mean I cannot say what's right. Bashing Charlie Kirk's wife like that. You better be happy Erica Kirk did not come up and sue you. She better be happy Erica Kirk did not sue Candace. You better be happy. She could have. She could have. And she has every right. She has a right. There's another thing that it's funny to notice. People like Candace Owens are not threatened. They weren't threatening her and Tucker Carlson like they did to Charlie Kirk and the people that support him like us. They were threatened. Those who support God were threatened, but people like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, they weren't threatened because they're following the people. They're following the people of the world, and that involves Satan. They don't follow God. And you heard the stuff Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson said. They don't respect the Jews. So guess what? Now they're not threatened because you know why? Because now they're with Satan. They're with the stuff of the world. It's crazy. They follow the people, and it's wrong. Instead of following the world, the Lord. Right. That's right, Mom. You're not a Christian if you hate the Jews. That's right. You're 100% right, Mom. You're not a Christian if you hate the Jews. And don't give me this emotional crap. This stuff that you gotta bring up. It's not it's no it, you are not a Christian if you're a Christian if you say you're a Christian and you hate the Jews, something's wrong. First of all, God was a Jew. He's a Jew. And that's wrong. So don't match that stuff with me. And don't blind the people saying that God is not a Jew. So you rather hear them saying God is gay? You okay with that than him being not a Jew? Something's wrong. That is wrong, and you gotta be careful because that's dangerous when you do stuff like that and use God's word. Dangerous. Right. Exactly, Mom. Jesus was Jewish. Exactly. They know. They know. Right. Exactly. Jesus was Jewish and he came for the Jew first, then the Gentile. Exactly. They already know that, Mom. They already know that. They know. You can tell if they know or not. Their innocence. Now, if a person was like, "Oh wow, I didn't know he was Jewish," that's innocent. When a person is not innocent. For example, Candace Owens. Don't use her as an example. Oh well, she's just a activist. No, she's not an activist for the world, not for God. She went straight to the left, dropped down, and fell, just like Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson fell too. And I don't know why his it's crazy. I will post about Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. Right. Yeah. That's what I said about Candace Owens. They're just doing things for views and money. They did lost their minds, 100%. Talking like AI. That's a good example. She's talking like a robot. What is going on with you, lady? Ma'am, ma'am, Miss Owens. Don't let me get through this. Like, you've lost your mind. And I know well enough if come on, I'm young. I'm 20 years old. I have to know all this. I have to say all this. It's crazy. I don't know what they have let them to control their minds on something. What is going on? But yeah, you're 100% right. Candace Owens has lost her mind. So has Tucker Carlson and everybody that supports them. They have, and anybody that supports both of them, they have lost their mind. And they should stop. And they should give all this work up. Either you won't decide to speak the truth, go and get a job. Stop getting paid by lying. Get a job. Be with your husband. Spend time with your kids. Get a job. Get a life. Instead of spending money lying to people and expecting them to come. It's crazy. But yeah, I will talk about Candace Owens, and I will talk about Tucker Carlson too. I'll talk about both of them. They're wrong, and all their supporters that support them. Crazy. And the supporters that support Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, something's wrong with you too. Either get a job, like I said, or get a life. It's just, excuse me, it's just wrong. I don't know what happened to Candace, and I don't know what happened to Tucker. As a matter of fact, I saw Tucker live on Turning Point, and he should be off a Turning Point because Charlie Kirk never does, and he doesn't support that. You hate the Jews? Okay, off Turning Point, just like that. Scrap you off the list, like literally. Yeah, I know exactly. it's like is this real? Like no, they don't love and respect the Jews. Like exactly. Because Tucker Carlson, he hates the Jews, which is sad to say. Candace Owens, don't let me get there. She only talks about her own race and destroys the Jewish people. It's crazy. God's giving them time. And if they speak anymore, they're in danger. They're in danger by God because you cannot, especially if you threaten the Jews and if you threaten God, you are in a danger zone. Crazy. And they better be careful because, you can get hurt and it's your last chance, your last breath on earth. Or either choose to live long or you want to spend your life down and, you know, get poor, lose all your money because you was famous hating the Jews. Okay, then just wait. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's wait and see. And that makes me wonder too. I'm just going to listen to you, Candace. I'm going to listen to you, Tucker. I'm going to listen to the both of you. And I just am waiting to see if you either going to learn your lesson or you're either going to, I'm going to watch you fall down from the so-called fame that you had billions of monies, billions of dollars coming into your paychecks that you've been spitting all these lies to people and support the demonic stuff against the Jews and God. I'm waiting. I'm watching. You think you're still allowed to talk, but just wait. God's giving you a choice. Not a choice, a chance, a choice too. But he just wait. I'm waiting. Either you're gonna fall down and lose fame, or either lose your life because that position that they're in is dangerous. And if they keep on going, knowing that they know better, because come on, they know better. They've been with Charlie Kirk. They've been with all those people. They've been with everybody, including Charlie Kirk. Yeah, they know. They know. They know better. So we'll just wait and see what happens because they're in a danger zone right now. They're risking so much. They have to stop. And if they don't stop, if Candace or Tucker, if they both don't stop, they're gonna go through life that's really hard for them. And they just need to repent and stop doing those things. You've done enough. It's enough. Like, don't you feel the pain for your friend? I'm not trying to get all serious about that. Don't you at least want your friend to, like, don't you want to comfort your friend's don't you want to comfort her wife? Candace, she didn't have to do all that. She could have met Erica, be friends with her. She could have been like an aunt to those kids. She could have done way better than she ever would think of. Think about it. She would be great. She could have done better. She would have cried for Charlie Kirk, comfort Erica. She would have become a family. Wouldn't that be amazing? But now, because she's spending all her pain and all this stuff, she could have been with them. Same for Tucker. He could have been great. But think about it. Even some of these people, they've fallen down and they don't realize, hey, you're getting there. You've lost it. Like, come on. It's hitting on you. Candace could have been a friend with her family and her babies. She could have been an aunt to them. Who knows? She could have been family by blood. She could have became close, tight families with her. But instead, she didn't do that. She wasted her life lying and being mean and hurting her feelings and posting everything on social media. They've both lost it. They've lost it. They could have been family. They could have been family. But they've lost it. God's given them time in their hands. They've lost the gift. They lost everything. You've lost spending more time with Charlie. And even then, when he's in heaven, you've lost to at least mourn with Erica, become friends with her, and become an aunt to their kids. Same for Tucker. They could have had all those big gifts that they had, and they lost those gifts. God knows who's his and who's not. And God knows, hey, I'm giving you the right gift. Will you use it for the right and for good and for me? But no, some people have grabbed their gifts that God had given them and lost it. But you know what? I can't do this, And instead of walking in pain, and instead of not right, walking in righteousness with the Lord, you've lost the gifts that you had. Like I said, she could have been family with Erica Kirk. She could have been aunt to those babies. She could have, even bigger than that, she could have, instead of talking about, have you seen the video of Candace Owens talking bad about Turning Point, and also when Erica was on talking about the memorial? She could have been on the memorial. She could have been there. She could have been supporting them. You know what? They're right. Forgive me. She'll be forgiven. She could have gotten that. But instead, she was in her office spitting all these lies and hate, and then all the suffering and all this and all emotion, because she lost it. She could have been on the memorial. Candace would have been on the memorial instead of lying on the news and lying to people, whatever she's trying to get over to these people and getting the cash that she's trying to get, that she's working for. She could have been in the memorial with Erica. She could have mourned with her. She could have had the bond. Like I said, she could have been a family to those kids. She could have been everything that God wanted to give her, but she lost it, and now she's where she's at right now. It's sad. Same for Tucker and all the supporters that so-called, now they say they support Charlie Kirk. Now they didn't. It's amazing for me to think. I can see it. She can actually become a family with Erica. But she lost it because she's been lying and becoming this evil person that she knows she you can choose not to be. Could have been family with her. Could have been on that memorial. And I would like to say that to Candace and Tucker. Hey, wouldn't you think? Change, Candace. Change. You know you can be family with her. We've given you these chances. Choose this or choose not. Yeah. Yeah. I know, right? I think that's really good. Those gifts that they had, they have a gift. Candace has a gift. She does. Even Tucker has a gift. They have gift. But like I said, God knows who's his and who's not. And they have fallen. God knew they would fall. But now it's their choice to use and get back up, or to be stuck in that and not be in, God knows who's his. God knows who's his. God knew that she would do that with Charlie and for Tucker. God knows. God knows who's his and who's not. Yes, he loves all of us, but God knows who's his and who's not. And for the people that he knows who are his, I'll use people like me for example. Our names are written in the book of life. God knows that we are his, and there are also people that God knows who is not. It's the truth. That's the truth. Yes, he does. So, like I said, if people like Candace, people like Tucker, if they're not for God, then that's how it's going to be. Then God knows. He knows. He knows. Just like how God knew that Charlie Kirk was his. God knew Charlie Kirk is for him. Same for Erica, same for her kids and those, and I know God will bless those Charlie Kirk's kids. And for, people like Benny Johnson, good people like us, me and like them, God knew, and he always does. He knows every single person. He knows who's his. It's really interesting to compare stuff like that because you can see how God works in the lives of people. It's really interesting to look at that, to look at it like that. Really interesting.
That beautiful curtain right there, that gold curtain, that's going to be, it's like a knockout battle behind that curtain. And you'd be looking into a deep foundation, very, very deep into the ground right there. And then next time you come back, maybe the next 2 times, okay? Maybe not the next time, but by the second time, you're going to see one of the most beautiful ballrooms anywhere in the world. You know, they've always wanted a ballroom at the White House. So all the presidents for 150 years, they say, or more, and they never had. This is a beautiful room, but this is very small for, when you think about state dinners, the things that we do. So they put out a tent on the lawn, and if it rained, it was a problem. It was a nasty problem. But it's a lot of work going on. I hear the pile drivers going.
But yeah, God knows who's his.
My wife doesn't love it too much.
God knows who's his and who's not.
She said, "Will they ever stop?" I said, "Yeah, no,
Who belongs in the Lord with him, and who belongs with Satan in hell. It's the truth. Don't be afraid to say it. And don't be like, well, that's mean. That's not mean. Because that's the truth. That's what it is.
celebrate an incredible feat of friendship between Ireland and the wonderful place that we call the United States. We call it America.
It's like God's disciples. Judas. He was born to betray Jesus. And he let Satan into him, walk into him. No matter how dark it is, it's the truth. Judas, I'll use like the disciples. Judas was with Jesus and with the disciples that betrayed God. Like I said, Judas was with the disciples and betrayed God. Wouldn't I be like, what? Weren't you with the disciples? And you betrayed God and let Satan walk into you? You were with the disciples and you're one of them. But the thing is, yes, he was one of them. He was with the disciples, but that's not, God knew. God knew. Like I said, God knows who's his and who's not. You know? Yeah. Yes, Mom. That's right. Yeah. Using the disciples like Judas is a great example. Judas was born to betray Jesus. And he was a disciple. And you might think like, what? He was a disciple with him. He was. But he betrayed Jesus and let Satan walk into him. And now we know where he went. But like I said, God knows who's his and who's not. And that tells me right there that God knew. God knew. God knew. And he knew, and for Peter, not just Judas, and for Peter, Peter knew that he was for God, right? He did. God knew. And he knew he would fall. He repented, and and got back up. God knew every single person. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He was born to do what he did. Satan entered him. Yeah, that's right. But I would like to use the disciples as an example, kind of like the people today. You know, kind of like the people today. It is like the people today. It's so interesting to put the Bible into today because it's still we are his disciples still. We're still his disciples. People like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was God's disciple, and we are his too. Yeah, the difference is Peter repented. That's right. That's right. Peter did repent. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. I should have said that. That's right. He did. He did. You're right. 100% right. 100% right. I wonder why about Judas. I wonder why Satan entered into him. It makes me wonder if Judas really knew what he was doing. I think he did. Probably did. He did. Because you have to let Satan into you. You know? That was his choice.
And you have been unbelievable, both of you. Thank you very well. And another unbelievable person is Attorney General Pam Bondi, my friend.
Hey, Soleil, I see you. You're back, Miss G. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. Nice to see you back, Soleil. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He did. No, he could have repented.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, Peter was meant for God. That's right, Soleil. Good word. That's right. That's good. You're right. 100% right.
We have a $40 billion deficit.
Sorry about that. That was loud. I dropped my remote.
Okay, please. I'm looking at the little notes and I'm looking, Bob, hearing all of the accomplishments of your great leader, but then I saw the deficit is $42 billion. So they're going to have to buy a lot of our energy, I think, okay, to make up with that. And Administrator Kelly Loeffler, who's great small business.
Yeah, Trump is. Thank you, Sly, for saying that. Yeah, Trump is live. It says in the news, live now from Fox. Trump participates in Shamrock Bowl presentation. I do not know what that means, but he's live right now. Yes. Yeah, he's live right now. I do not know what Shamrock Bowl is. You ever know what? Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is at all. But he is live. Yeah, he's live.
Nobody wants to fight. He's a tough cookie, Mark. He was a professional fighter. He's a brutal human being.
I'm watching live from Fox. It's live, so everything is live from when you go on live on Fox. Yeah.
Ronnie Jackson,
yeah.
House doctor, former White House doctor. I'll never forget. They said, "Who's the healthiest president?" Because he covered Obama, he covered he covered some others. I don't want to say who, and Trump. He said, "By far, Trump. There's nobody even close." He said, "By far." Took a little heat for that. That was okay. Where's Ronnie? Where are you, Ronnie? Doc Ronnie. Whenever I have hi, Ronnie. Whenever I have a problem, I call Doc Ronnie and he works it out, He's a great guy. And he's done a good job, Mr. Speaker, as a congressman, right? He's been good. And Rich McCormick and John McGuire and Beth Van Dyne, all friends of mine, all warriors. And we have a lot of big things coming up. biggest thing coming up is the Save America Act in the Senate. That's voter ID and proof of citizenship and no mail-in ballots.
You guys, I've realized I haven't asked you, whoever is watching live, I haven't asked you guys any questions. You guys asked me questions. I didn't ask you questions. So my first question is, what do you think about Trump? What is your opinion about Trump? Do you think he's doing good on his second term? What do you think he's doing good? What is your opinion? What do you guys think about Trump? You think he's doing good? You think he's the right president? You think he's the right person to become president? What do you guys think about Trump? What do you guys think about Trump?
Proof of citizenship. And,
you think he's doing good?
Not to have that.
What do you guys think?
It's very, very simple. We can't let that happen. Some 1,600 years ago, the man who would become the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick. Have you ever heard of St. Patrick? Voluntarily.
Yeah, me too. I think he's doing phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even say it. Phenomenal. I'm glad that we voted for him too. Rather vote for him, right? I'd rather vote for Trump too. I'd rather vote for Trump, right? Yeah, he is the best president for our country. He's doing a great job. Yeah, I agree with you. Mom. He is the best president for our country. Silly, I see you. Yes, I see both of you. Yeah, you guys are right. He is the best president for our country. He is. I agree.
March 17th, and today we remember his incredible deeds as we celebrate our cherished Irish American heritage.
I agree with you on that, Mom, and that's okay. Right? Exactly. Yeah, there's some stuff that I disagree too. But he has done more good. Yes. I agree with you on that. Yeah, not everything. I know. You're right. Both of you are right. Thank you for answering those questions. Yes. I agree with you on that too. And that's okay, Human beings, that's fine. But there's some stuff, and I'm with you on that. There's some stuff I disagree with. But overall, doing good, Doing good. Doing good. But yeah, I don't agree with everything. I know, right? I don't agree with everything. Yeah, he is better than the other choices. I know. That's the only choice we have. Well, that's not the only choice we have, but I know he's better than the other ones. From the Democratic side, by the way. Besides that, there's some good Republicans too, but rather vote Trump than Kamala, right? Oh my gosh, Kamala. No, that's an N-O. Don't get me started on Kamala Harris. She was, oh my gosh. Yeah, don't get me started on Kamala. Yeah, she was, oh my goodness. Worse than Hillary, right? Hillary tried to do the same thing. Worse than Hillary. Hillary Clinton, remember when she tried to run for office? She tried, didn't win. I remember back then we voted for Trump against Hillary. Oh my gosh, I remember those days. I remember them. Never forgot it. Yeah, they would be doomed if they like people like Kamala and Hillary Clinton. Yeah, America would be doomed. We would move out of America and go to like Israel or Italy or somewhere. Because no, we were like, we're not doing this. No. But yeah, at least Trump became president, Yeah, I know. We would be doomed without them. Yeah, I remember the day that when Trump was elected too. I remember when he was wanting to run for office, run for to become president. I remember that too. I know, right? I know.
more success than
I know, we were so young.
one of them. Is
We were like
chef
we were like babies, weren't we? 10, 9, 8,
renowned in
10, 9, 8ish.
Washington, one of the few American
We were really young.
history ever to receive
Yeah, we were.
stars.
I know. We were so young.
who today yearn for peace
Yeah, we were like little,
and freedom.
like babies then.
That the USA
We were
remains
young.
to be
And Trump was younger. Remember when Trump was younger?
firm to those
He was younger.
resolute
And Hillary, she was young too.
and let Ireland and the United States continue to work together to defend them and to build a better world, one that is free, secure.
Don't get me started on Hillary Clinton.
Mr. President,
I remember that. We were like,
that 23
no, we don't want Hillary.
have become American president.
Yeah, he was very young.
Their community,
Trump was really young
and their country,
in that time.
building an endlessly dynamic, innovative, and
Why does it feel so fast? It's like he was young yesterday. You ever had those type of moments where you feel like that was yesterday? That wasn't long ago. That wasn't long ago when he first ran for president. That's crazy.
And grace that marks every aspect of our relationship today. It is what characterized the decades-long U.S. investment in peace
Yeah, it's not happening.
on the island of Ireland.
Hillary,
Some of those
not happening.
time, resources, put it
Yeah,
in
that was easy for Trump to win. Because Hillary wasn't really that big. She wasn't hard to debate. She wasn't hard to get rid of. Trump was easy. It was Trump's like, you know what? It's easy. She's not even that high. Trump was higher than Hillary. She was higher than Kamala. She was higher than Hillary. Higher than Biden.
There's plenty of grit and grace in the economic
No, yeah. She was so not. I know. Hillary is.
largest
She was up there, but then she was like, she didn't have a lot of people with her. Like not so much followers. And then remember when Nickelodeon and all the other stations tried to lie and say she was the first female president? We were like, yeah, right. And now they didn't say nothing after when Trump won. We're like, why did Nickelodeon say Miss President? Okay. I thought Trump had the most votes. Remember that? Trump had the most votes, and they said Hillary will become president. What? And we saw it. I thought Trump had more votes.
that it would take the Boeing factory in Washington almost an entire year of work.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it was obvious. Exactly, it's obvious. I mean, come on, obviously.
Every day, hundreds of thousands of American men and women go to work in hundreds of Irish-owned companies across the 50 states of the Union.
Yeah, it's obvious. Obvious that he won.
The critical materials for American infrastructure and housing, the food that is served on American tables each night using produce. The infrastructure is small. We need free and open trade to make our way.
Oh yeah, no, thank you for answering them. Thank you guys for asking me questions. That's amazing. That's really good that you do. I really appreciate the questions, and thank you. I also really appreciate your answers. Thank you so much for answering them. You didn't have to do that at all, and thank you for doing that. I appreciate all of your answers. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate every one of you.
And we especially want to see progress and peace in the Middle East, as I know you do.
Every one of
We
you.
also need a just and sustainable peace in Ukraine.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
So many people are dying as a result of conflict across the world, and we owe to them all to create a better future. Mr. President, distinguished guests, the relationship between the United States and Ireland is deep and enduring. It will always be special. We are in each other's DNA, in the founding ideals of our states and the values which secured our sovereignty. It is hard to imagine the United States without the contribution of the Irish, and Ireland without the friendship of the United States. Today, I will present this bowl of shamrock in memory of all the brave Irish men and Irish women who came here and who believed in the American promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In tribute to all that they contributed and built here, and in celebration of all that we will do and achieve together in the next 250 years. Gorov Mila Mahagud, Banachti Nafela Podrick Orov Galir. Thank you very much and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all.
Oh, and also happy St. Patrick's Day to you, Mom, Destiny, Soleil, Dad, Azaria. I know it's St. Patrick's Day is kind of not that big, but I just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day. I know Passover is coming up too on April the 1st, but yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. Trump, he's with the some kind of leader of the Irish people, and he's Irish, so that's who's with he is with right now. I love you too. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Soleil. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Mom. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Just to be nice. Just to be nice, you know. I know it's just St. Patrick's Day, but just being nice, you know.
NATO allies to join the U.S. forces in policing the Strait of Hormuz amid the ongoing conflict there in the Middle East. All right, I'm Andy Mack now here in the Anchor Chair. Thank you to all of you for joining in. Coming up after the break, we'll get into some of those latest key developments on what we know following Operation Epic Fury. We're back after this.
Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. I'll go check my phone. I'll be right back. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello. You guys didn't start paying still, did you? Okay, did I miss your text? Okay, actually, I get dinner at 7. I'll just get off live, and then is dinner ready? Okay, and we're gonna watch that right now. No, I can get off. I can get off. Cause spend time. No, you're fine. I need more views anyway. Okay, I love you too. Bye.
All right, welcome back in here to Live Now from Fox. I am Andy Mack. Let's talk about some major developments that we saw in the ongoing conflict there in Epic Fury.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna be off live. I'm gonna spend time with my family, eat dinner with them, spend amazing time with my family, and I'll get off live. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Soleil. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you, Azaria. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom, for all supporting me and joining me in this live. I'm going to spend, and everybody that's joining me as well, that's not my family as well. Thank you guys for joining me as well. I'm going to get off live and spend time with my family. Thank you so much. I will be live again tomorrow, and I will set up the time and post on YouTube, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, God loves you so much that he gave his life for you, and he loves you more than I love you. Remember that God always loves you. All right. Bye. Love you. I'm going to be off live. Bye, everyone. Bye.